Well, good morning internets. Here we are. We have ourselves a start to another vlog. A vlog for the day in progress. And yeah, let's get this day on the road. Well, it's been a few days since I vlogged. Actually, probably closer to a month since I picked up this camera. I was in a little bit of a rut in the apartment. A rut that lasted, well, many months. And feeling down, feeling depressed, stressing about things that I couldn't control, or stressing about things that could or possibly could not happen. Stressing about things, trying to get route lists done, trying to get things prepared for a big, massive road trip that, well, truth be told, was probably too much for me to pull off this year by myself. However, I decided to hook onto the old trailer. Didn't even get her cleaned up or de-winterized or anything, and head out camping. Yeah, I know it was a bit of a risk. However, well, it's was definitely for the best. I've been out here now for probably 5 days. The first couple of days were a little bit adjustment period, you know. But these last 3 days have been awesome. I got the Jayco spotted on a lot here. Hooked up, got the old air conditioner cranked. Got the wonderful fridge keeping everything cool. And as a bonus, even the wonderful 12-year-old CD player started to work. That CD player never did work in this trailer. So I got one CD that is stuck in the CD player, and I've listened to it 100 times over and over and over and over, to the point where I can almost sing the songs word for word. But hey, that gives a person something to do. I've left the computer at home, the cameras at home, and well, I'm off of Wi-Fi, kind of completely disconnected, other than this here video that I'm currently shooting, and a handful of photos that I've took. There hasn't been any other electronic interference in my life. Sometimes you get so obsessed in the details that you miss out on parts of life, parts of lives, or parts of your life, trying to make things perfect or work or mesh together. Sometimes you just gotta grab you know, some groceries and hit the road. And whether it's a disaster or not, then you had yourself a road trip and potential of a wonderful weekend. It is so nice to be out here. I should have been out here, you know, a month earlier. Should have been out here doing more things, to the point where, well, being cooped inside is not good for a person by far. Especially, you know, especially me. I find, as much as I like my four walls, my safety net of my apartment, you know, it's not good for a person. I find being out here, I eat less, and well, that's definitely a good thing as well. I sleep less, I spend less time watching TV, well, 0 time watching TV out here, but less time hooked to, you know, tethered to the electronic devices, or always checking statuses and things like that. Yesterday evening I went down to the lake and waded in the lake. Got up to, you know, almost my neck in the water. That's the first time I've been in a non-chlorinated body of water in probably, I don't know, 30 years, I guess. Even on my 2019 trip, I never stuck my toes in the water at any of the rivers or so that I came across. And I can't remember the last time I was actually at the pool in a chlorinated body of water to go swimming. that was probably been 20 to 25 years, just that alone. You know, sometimes we just gotta do it, just gotta strike out and go on an adventure. But we'll see how the day goes. If something happens, we'll check on in. If not, we'll see y'all back here later on today. Well, hello internets, here we are. Just chilling in the trailer. I had the wonderful air conditioning going and just cooled on down. Went out for a little bit of a adventure. Stopped by a place called Coralick, I think it was, slide. Essentially a chunk of a hillside back in the 70s slid into the river valley. It was, it must have been quite the sight, especially when it had first happened, because it looks like it took the trees that were growing on the riverbank with it all the way down into the river valley, and it probably was something big that a lot of people traveled to see at the time. It's still maintained. There still is new-ish pictures up that have been reproduced and put up. There's no place to park if there's more than one or so vehicle, and if you had a big RV or trailer, it'd be impossible to turn around down there, because the road gets gradually narrower and narrower to the point where just past the slide it goes into a 2-lane, like a quad trail, so it might be a little rough on an RV. There is tall grass around it, so it's not mowed very well. So if you were staggering out there at night, you might go right off the edge of the slide. There's no railing or lights or nothing out there, so it's not a big developed area for massive tourists. Someday I'd like to go up there with my camera and shoot some video, or maybe possibly put a drone up in the sky. That would make some nice footage as well. But gonna go on with the old evening here, try and decide if I want to go for another swim or just call her good like I did the other day. But we'll see how she rolls. Catch y'all later. Well, hello internets, here we are. I'm filming this the next morning from the previous clips. However, it's kind of the same end to the same vlog. Well, we had a good day, had a wonderful afternoon. Came home, had a little bit of a nap, and then ended up having supper. Had a great, wonderful fire. I was a little bit tired when I got back to the trailer and forgot to end this here vlog. I'm sure glad that I listened and took the opportunity to come here. It's been a great few days. I made contact with several family members, and it was neat to see them all again for another year. As people age, you know, our older generations are disappearing, and the time we have to spend with them is getting less and less. Watching the younger generation start to grow up, start to build their own bonds and own tradition, suddenly you start to realize that you're among the older generation now, and it's kind of a weird feeling. Well, I made contact with my auntie on my dad's side, and they're gonna see what they can do to make arrangements for me to come and visit them. My auntie's been after me since before 2016 to come on down there. And I was going to do it in the fall of 2016 for Thanksgiving, I believe. But however, Dad got sick and, well, we didn't make it down there. And, you know, it's been crazy and chaotic. And I haven't really been able to make it down there. So if we can pull things together, we're gonna end up going and visiting my auntie in another 2 or 3 days. But we'll see how she rolls. It is what she is, and thanks y'all for watching. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.